Hello and welcome back or to Saved by the Bellwork. I'm Caroline.
I'm Mrs. Fowler.
I'm Macey.
And I'm Joy.
And today we're going to be talking about book to movie/TV show adaptations. There will be spoilers in this episode.
For new
sure.
shows, too.
For new shows, for old movies, for new movies, all of the above.
So just don't watch this episode.
Don't.
Yeah, just like if you hear about something that you want to read or you want to watch, just skip for a little bit.
Big popular one, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. I actually haven't seen the last two movies for that.
I haven't seen any of the movies.
Any
I've
of
read all
them?
the books.
I have seen Order of the Phoenix about 5 times. It's like one of my least favorite movies out of them. But they just like show at like Christmas, and that's like always the one that I happen to see. I don't like that movie. And there's one scene I see all the time.
I think The Order of the Phoenix is actually my favorite, and that's a very unpopular opinion.
I like Prisoner of Azkaban, whatever. That one's probably my favorite because I have kind of formed a new opinion on Harry Potter. I think we like it way too much because it's really just a boarding school story with magic, and it's not like a revolutionary like book or anything. It was just like it became a really big deal.
Well, someone said that it's like a knockoff version of Star Wars.
I've heard that before, and the
I've never heard
similarities
that.
are intense.
They are very. They went through and like every similarity, and like she like ripped off Star Wars basically.
All the like main plot line you
They're
can
the
line
same.
up to where it's like one's magic and one's like
Space.
lightsabers in space.
Yeah, I haven't seen the first trilogy for Star Wars, but I've seen I think all the other movies. I don't know.
I'm not a Star Wars fan, but I am a
My
Harry
mom
Potter
likes Star
fan.
Trek.
Oh.
Like Enterprise, Voyager, favorites. What?
And
she
I
likes
just like
and she
Star
liked-
Trek fans.
she liked Deep Space Nine a lot, which is the bad one, by the way.
Back to Harry Potter. I like
Yeah.
the last 2 movies where everyone dies.
That's fun.
It's just
is Fred the one that-
spoilers.
Oh.
Just there's nobody who
If
hasn't.
you haven't
Forever-
seen
Yeah.
Harry Potter, then
I mean, I haven't seen Harry Potter. I have read the books though.
Have any of you like watched the Little Woman, like the recent one with Emma Watson?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've
I
watched
know-
an old one.
I
Okay.
watched the old one too, where they're like, I don't know who is in it, but I just
And my
that's
mom
a
actually
core
read
memory.
me the book. Not that I remember it super well.
I don't think I could ever read the book because I read an autobiography about Louisa May Alcott, and it was the worst book I've ever read, and I had to read it twice. And so, because I failed my AR test, but I also spent like a month reading it, and I had like a really high AR test goal, so I had to like read a bunch of books to make it, and my teacher was like, it's okay, just retake the test, and so I did. But it was the worst book I've ever read in my life. It made absolutely no sense, and it kind of ruined Louisa May Alcott for me. So I don't think I can ever read Little Women. But I really liked the, like, was it 2019?
Yes. 2019. Timothy Chalamet, Saoirse Ronan,
Yeah.
Florence Pugh, Emma
Florence
Watson.
Pugh.
I love Florence.
Who else? I love that
The
one.
the little girl that died. Beth.
I don't know her real name.
I don't know her real name. I just know Beth.
Because she died. Not in real life, but like in the...
Yeah.
I love that one.
Leading off of that, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. That was like a big TikTok book. It's being turned into a movie. It's not out yet. But like the fake main character who's kind of based off a real character, she acts in Little Women. And I also
Who is gonna
no, like sorry. In the book, the fake actor that it's about, her like first big role is Little Women.
Oh, okay. I see.
It was kind of just a lead-in, yeah. But I also read that book over spring break. Also, Daisy Jones and the Six. That's the also. But have you? That was a big TikTok
Never heard
book.
of the title.
So basically, it's a big TikTok sound where it's like, I don't know. Everyone was interested in the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but after they hear my story, I think they'll be much more interested in my wife. And that's like the like intro. Sorry.
I know what she's talking about.
Yeah, but it's like I was
I'm
waiting.
on a very different side of TikTok.
I am also.
I
That's
was.
not my
It's
side.
book talk. I was.
I'm on a book talk,
But
it's
just a different
not
book
that
talk.
one.
Well, this was like months ago, but I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It's Taylor Jenkins Reid. But it's the very last line of the book. It goes, my wife, and then it goes do 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 do, like that. Audiobooks do a little sound at the end, and so that's the very last line of the book, and I was waiting the whole time because that's the only line I knew, and then it was just at the end. It's unimportant, but yeah, apparently the movie's coming out. Okay, sorry, this is also unreleased, but
I feel like
It Ends With Us, Colleen Hoover.
Oh.
That's getting a movie.
I'm not a Colleen Hoover fan.
You read Colleen Hoover.
I do read Colleen Hoover. I've read all of them, and I'm not a fan.
Okay, good.
I'm not a fan either.
Blake Lively's in it.
Really?
Yeah, I
She
love
plays
her.
the main character.
I love
I
her,
don't-
but
I
she's
think so.
not for, like, it's not, I don't feel like it's the right fit.
I don't want Blake Lively to be in It Ends With Us because then I'm gonna have to watch It Ends With Us, and I don't want to watch It Ends With Us.
I don't want to watch it.
I bought the book, tried to read it,
I know you're telling me
could
about
not
it.
get through it.
I mean, because like it's just abuse.
It's like,
Well, I was gonna say that I think it like they romanticize these
Abuse.
sad,
yeah.
bad boy.
Apparently-
I don't know.
In like one of the books, she like actually leaves,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like good, but I don't think they do that enough.
Have you seen where, like, there's the comparison of her, like, book, like, titles, like, what they look like, and then, you know what Boom Chicka Pop is?
Yeah. Is It Ends With Us the like purple and pink?
Yes, and it's the same font and everything. It's
It
just,
is.
it's a bag of popcorn, like,
I love that popcorn. Miss Martin had it in her room.
No,
Maddie.
Boom
Never saw
Chicka
it.
Pop.
It's really good popcorn. It's like caramel and it's salted and it's really, really good.
At least Caroline knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
See,
I
I
wanna
wanted
get,
to like Colleen Hoover. I really wanted to because everyone else did, but I'm like, it's just the same book but with different font. That's
Yeah.
what I'm. That's what I'm getting from
Same
it.
story, different font.
Yeah.
There was another like big TikTok writer like named Emily Henry. She was like did a romance genre thing, and one of her books was People We Meet on Vacation.
That's actually a good book. I like that book.
The first couple of chapters sounds like a first grader wrote it.
I can agree with that. Actually.
Yeah, I was listening to it. This was also an audiobook. I usually read physical books, but like these TikTok books, I just get them in audiobooks. But I was just like, she sounds like she's like 10 writing this in her little room. It got better, but for the beginning, I was just like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever read. But I finished it. But yeah, that one's not being turned into a movie or a show, but it's really
But yeah,
good.
It Ends With Us is, and everyone's raving about it. I wish they would turn Verity into a movie. If you've read that one, that one's more of a mystery psycho thriller that she wrote. Way better.
That sounds more fun.
It's way more fun.
Okay, so for all the Jane Austen books, there's 4 big movies. One of them's not as big. The one that's not as big is Sense and Sensibility. I think that has a movie as well. But the bigger ones, like the more recent ones, Emma has been done a lot. I personally like the one with Anna Taylor-Joy. It's the only one I've seen. Pride and Prejudice and Persuasion, which is on Netflix and not very
I
good.
refuse to watch Pride and Prejudice.
What?
I have watched Pride and Prejudice.
I have watched Pride and Prejudice.
I just can't do it.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
And I won't do it.
Why not?
And my sister loves that. Oh, she loves it, and she watches it every single time she gets the remote. And it's so annoying that I hate that movie. So I can't watch it, and I can't read it, and I have nothing to do with that.
I was
ever.
watching it. So on apparently The Princess Bride is, I think, an adaptation. Yeah.
It is. It says the beginning that's based on the book.
Oh yeah. So I watched The Princess Bride on like the way back from North Carolina on I think this Thanksgiving break, and I watched The Princess Bride, and then I watched Pride and Prejudice, and I thought I'd have time to finish them all because like on the little thingy it said it was like 3.5 hours, and I should have been able to finish it, but like I had 5 minutes left of Pride and Prejudice, and my mom and my dad were sitting around me watching my phone like, you can make it, you can do it, you can do it, but then it like slowly I started losing Wi-Fi, so like I started losing like the picture, and like then I lost the sound, and so I had like 3 minutes left of the movie, and then I just looked it up on YouTube. It was really sad though.
For Pride and Prejudice? Or?
Yeah, for Pride and Prejudice. I
Yeah.
finished The Princess Bride.
It's
Love
so
The Princess
good.
Bride.
Yeah, both of those were like shows I watched as a kid, like with my mom. Where the older siblings would just be watching it, and so I joined. I had no clue what was happening in Pride and Prejudice. Like I watched it when I was a bit older, and I was like, "Oh, I was not following along at all when I tried to watch this as a child.
When I watched the first time, I was oh so very confused, but I figured it out. But have any of you seen Emma?
No.
I actually have not seen that, but I've read the book. I like the book a lot.
Interesting.
But
Yeah, there's a lot of adaptations of Emma. The recent one is with Anna Taylor-Joy. She's in The Queen's Gambit. She's great. Love her. I really liked it. I also watched that over Thanksgiving, but I think it's very good. I recommend it to anybody. And then Persuasion, another Jane Austen adaptation, is on Netflix, and it's with Dakota Johnson, the one from 50 Shades of Grey, which is also a book adaptation. She's in it, and it's not very good, but it's a fun time.
I don't think I've read Persuasion, and I hate to say that because I love Jane Austen. She's literally one of my favorite authors, but I haven't read that.
I don't think it's just like a rom-com, but then just like shoved into the 17th century, 18th century.
So then I don't like romantic. Like
Rom-coms are the only thing I can watch.
Oh, really?
Well,
Rom-coms have like a special place in my heart.
I have watched almost all of the rom-coms available on Netflix because it's sometimes the only thing I can handle. I'll just be like, I need to watch a movie, and it's
Even
all
the
I can
like
do.
Christmas specials,
I've seen so many
The
Christmas
Hallmark.
specials. It's
Not
the one with
Hallmark.
oh my god, why am I forgetting her name? Lindsay Lohan, the one with Lindsay Lohan,
Oh,
her like
gosh.
revival one. I think I've seen that one.
This is so off topic, but also not off this topic.
Yeah.
But have any of you guys seen? Oh my god, I'm blanking on the name, but I love this movie. It's oh my god,
Describe it.
it's How to Be Single.
I don't know that.
That's the name of the thing.
I think I've seen it like displayed somewhere. I've never watched it.
I
Is
don't
that-
think I've seen that.
You guys need to watch it. It's
What is it
the
about?
Best How to Be Single. It's how to be single. I don't know how to. It's Dakota Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you know who this is, but Leslie Mann and Rebel
I've heard of
Wilson.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rebel Wilson.
And it's
great.
It's great, and it's so sad, but it's so like happy.
Interesting.
It's really sad. Well, like one of like the side parts.
One of the side plots is really sad,
Yeah.
but the rest is fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So, have any of you seen The Devil Wears Prada?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, I've heard of it, but never seen
Cerulean.
it.
It's very good. I
The only
recommend.
time it was being watched, I was like in grade school or middle school. Like my brother was watching it, and my mom. They're like, I don't know if you can watch this. And
It's like PG-13.
It's not bad.
I lived in a Christian household for a while.
You
I
weren't.
don't know what to tell
What's
you.
the thing you weren't allowed to watch because there was
SpongeBob.
magic?
Oh, I wasn't allowed to watch. It was because there's mermaids in it. H2O.
Yeah.
My mom. No, I'd already finished H2O. Actually, my mom caught me watching
Mako Mermaids.
Mako Mermaids, the next version of H2O.
Which is not as good.
And she told me I was not allowed to watch it because she didn't like that there were mermaids.
I watched that with my
Heaven forbid I
babysitter.
believe
But
in
weren't
them.
you also not allowed to watch SpongeBob?
Yeah,
wasn't
that was
allowed
just
to
because
watch
she
SpongeBob.
didn't like the
His
laugh.
laugh, yeah.
My
remember.
mother found it
My
obnoxious.
parents thought it would make me stupid, and so
That
they
is
didn't
also
let me
valid.
watch
I
it.
feel like that's pretty fair.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
watched it at my parents, at my grandparents' house. Okay, so this is a adaptation that I watched recently. The like Hunger Games trilogy.
Yeah, that's
Why
massive
is that
on
coming
Netflix right now.
back?
I don't know.
Because-
Isn't it only for
no,
a limited
because-
time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
on Netflix.
it was like a month.
Okay, but there was a
I
new
had to
movie
speedrun
coming
it.
out.
Yeah,
Wait,
the Ballad
really?
of
Yeah.
Songbirds and Snakes.
In
yeah, that's
November.
why they're doing
the
it.
poster is so pretty.
It's like the song
Gorgeous.
of ballads.
The Ballad of Songbirds and
Yeah,
Snakes.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
because they
It's-
made the book.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like a
okay.
prequel. It's
That makes
about
sense,
President
yeah.
Snow and like
Don't spoil it for me though.
okay, here
I
it's-
haven't watched.
It's
it or
about
read it.
President Snow and like why he is the person he is.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't
wanna
be-
watch that.
It's actually kind of good.
Oh, okay.
That'll be good.
It's I'm not gonna.
Because didn't you read my?
Yeah, I read your
of
copy.
it?
You still haven't
'cause
read
I
it.
bought the copy.
No, but so okay, I do not remember like what happened in that book with details. I don't remember the end of the book. I remember like the beginning and middle. But when I like went back recently and watched the like movies, like first four with the actual Hunger Games, I was like, wait, why is he doing this? Because like I was like remembering parts of the plot from before, and I was like, what? Why is he doing that? I was just like, what? Because it doesn't. When you read it, it will not make sense until maybe the end. I don't know.
I just want to say I have not watched the last half of the last movie.
Oh, that's the best part.
I haven't seen any of them.
Because
Yet again, read books.
I've-
the best part.
Movies.
I've watched the first however many, and then I went back recently and I watched them again, and now I'm trying to get through the last movie, and I don't know why, I just can't do it.
Actually, Catching Fire, I think, is my favorite.
Catching-
because-
It's
Mockingjay
really
Part
hard to get
2,
through.
The end, I don't... Sorry.
I know what happens because I've seen spoilers,
Can I
but
talk
like,
about Prim?
Dying?
Well,
what about?
Okay, so I saw a TikTok edit where it was like the be the rubber band match, I can be the fuse. Boom. And so
Oh,
I
no.
I didn't know what was happening. I wasn't prepared. But it was like pictures of Prim, and on the boom it was the picture of her getting blown up. And it was match, I could be the fuse. Boom. And it was so
That's
funny.
terrible.
See, that's how that got spoiled to me.
oh wow.
That TikTok, that
I have a
exact
question.
TikTok.
So I haven't watched the movies, but I've heard that the first one's pretty true to the book, and then the farther you go, the like worse they
I
are
think
in
Catching-
terms of matching the book.
I think Catching Fire did a good job matching the book because it was the same arena. Like the same things happened.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive. It's been a year since I read
think
the
the
book.
third
but-
book is so hard to
Capture.
Yeah.
because it was a lot of like description and
Yeah, the main problem that I had with the third book adaptation, how they dealt with Gale's character,
That's
because
fair.
they didn't express his active participation in what happened in the movie.
Interesting.
Yeah,
You mean at the end?
yeah. At the end,
Yeah.
he's not like actually participating in anything that happens. It's fine. I avoided spoilers. I think.
So I didn't need to cover my ears.
No,
then?
I don't think you did. I think I did a good job.
It's okay. She said like
I didn't
3
know
words.
it
She was
struck
speaking
me.
very
Okay.
slowly.
Yeah, I think I did fine. Okay, Call Me by Your Name.
I've watched the movie. I can say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched the movie as well.
I
Audience.
have read the book and watched the movie.
Can we talk about the fact of the age gap?
Okay, can I
It's not supposed to be a romance.
Can I say something
How's it
before?
not a romance?
Can I say something
It's
before
about-
you
it's
get
about-
like all?
Yeah, go for
Okay,
it.
it's not a romance. It's about him being groomed.
It's like how Romeo and Juliet is not a romance story.
It's not meant.
Fair enough.
It's from Elio's eyes, and Elio is a 17-year-old boy.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
doesn't know this. He doesn't
He
know.
doesn't understand what's
you
happening
have read
to
the
him.
books, you know more the depth.
Yeah.
In the books, it goes way more in like to what he thinks
and how
this
he's
is,
feeling.
and that's
Yeah.
what the movie is trying to portray. It's trying to portray the
That
innocence
lines up actually
of
a
him.
lot because they do that. You don't catch it unless you know, though.
Yeah.
But okay,
It's not a
If-
romance. It's about someone
If
being
you don't
groomed.
like dig deep into it, like just like the base of it, you'll be like, this is not okay. What's happening here?
It's very wrong, but
It is wrong, but like,
that's the point. That's
but
the
like
point.
that's the whole point of the movie.
Yeah, I have this thing with Romeo and Juliet, like I just said. Like it's about, it's not about actual love. It's about like, they don't love each other. They just met each other. They're like infatuated. It's about infatuation. That's a better.
I've never read the book or watched.
I've never read the book. I just
Same.
watched the one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, you mean
Or
What's
beautiful.
wrong with
Yeah, there's a bunch of guns in it. And then I
Oh.
watched like a remake with called like Rosalind, and it's from like Rosalind's point of view. It's so good. I love the actor Caitlin Dever. It's great. But it goes more into the fact that they aren't in love, they're children, and they don't know what's happening. And I really like that.
I think
Daisy
that's why
Jones.
Shakespeare wrote it. He wrote it to like portray the innocence and the dangers of actually being infatuated
Yeah, and
with
it's
someone.
it's also about like family a lot as well.
Daisy Jones and the Six.
Yes.
Let's talk about
Okay.
that.
So does anyone want to read / watch Daisy Jones and the Six without spoilers? But I feel so bad.
It's a lot. Like,
It's okay. No, I
Are you sure?
really don't care.
Okay.
Like,
okay, I hate Billy and I hate Daisy.
I like Billy. Sure,
Mm.
he sucked at the beginning. He really, really, really,
I
really
I
did.
don't like him. The ending, I don't like him.
Okay,
I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. I hate Daisy and I hate Billy.
I
through
don't
the
like
whole
Daisy
thing.
very much. I love Karen. Anyways,
Yes.
I love Karen so much. But oh my god, the ending, the fact that it's who is actually writing the book is who is writing the book doesn't make
Oh.
sense with
I
the
didn't
entire plot.
I
of
didn't
it.
like that because since it's his daughter, like
Okay, thank you, Macey.
how
does it make sense? Why is she right? Oh,
okay, no. What if I didn't realize this like watching the show, but like everyone was like, okay, so they're all lying to her because they don't want to tell her the truth.
Yeah.
Since it can go back to like
It's like that. And also, in the end, it's like the Camilla tells the daughters to like
I didn't like that.
have Billy and Daisy talk again.
I didn't like that.
But they aren't talking again. And the mom's already dead. Sorry. The mom's already, and they're not talking again. They're just writing a book.
I'm trying to like say stuff without saying stuff.
So many stuff has already been said.
I've already ruined it.
Yeah.
I ruined it. I have such a problem with it. It makes no sense.
I didn't like it.
I love the book except for that ending.
The ending and the interviews and all that stuff, hated it. But like the actual like
I thought it was really funny when they would like have an interview and someone would say something and they'd be like, that is absolutely not what happened. Like when they were doing the naming of the band, they were like, because they were named the Six, and one of the person was like, it's because it definitely reminds with something, can't say it here. And then
not following.
replace the I with an E. S-E-X.
Okay.
So one person.
Wait, I'm so confused though. What?
So what in the book? It's like one person is like, I think Graham maybe is like, it's the fact that it sounds like SEX was definitely a part of it, and then it cuts back to someone and it's like, I was definitely not thinking of that, and that was definitely not why we chose it, and then the other person's like, it definitely had to do with it.
See, that was not in the. That was not in the show. No.
Well, with that lovely little
that lovely ending,
we have a minute left of our time.
We do.
Before the bell rings to end our school day.
Thank you for joining us. Next week we might be talking about Greek myths. We might change it. I don't know. Anyways,
you can edit that out if you truly please.
Join us for that. Okay.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.